Game Fanatic.
Hey, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan, the game, and also the Rebel of YouTube Underground, and I am back with yet another video. And this is going to be my Battlefield 2042 impressions vid. And if you haven't checked out my Halo impressions vid, and a lot of people haven't, go ahead and check that out too, man. I gave a little small impressions of Halo. I got some more Halo vids that's coming up too, because there's some other things that I felt like I didn't mention or talk about well enough in that video. So go back and check that out and be on the lookout for some other ones. But yeah, let's get into the video. So the Battlefield 2042 beta, who did you think you were dropping on, boy? Get the Duke. But the beta came out yesterday, the open beta that is, on the 7th, and I think it's going all the way through the 10th. It came out for all the consoles, the PS5, I think the 4 as well, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series S, and PC. So if you want to try it out, definitely I would suggest go and try it out, see how you like the game and everything. But I want to talk about some of the things I thought were good, some of the things I thought were bad. Now, I'll be completely honest with you, bro. And I hate to be that guy, because I know a lot of other people that I game with, they were praising the game a lot. Me, I wanted to. You guys know, if you've been here long enough, I'm a huge Battlefield guy. Like I played Battlefield 3, 4, and I used to do tons of videos on them back in the day. But this Battlefield, man, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. Am I gonna get it? I don't know, man. Cause I'm not really feeling it, man. Like, it's so many different things that's wrong. And it's not the bugs. It's not the bugs, because everyone's talking about the bugs. It's not that. It's other things, man. So before I start just getting on all the negatives, I just want to talk about some of the good things I thought about the game, man. First things first, when I got in the game, man, the weather effects, when I saw those weather effects, they look beautiful. The wind blowing the trees and leaves and things like that. If helicopters are blowing up or things next to them, like the explosion, the wind from the explosion and stuff actually ruffle the trees, and they do it in a realistic manner. The tornado, that tornado looks good. Now, I'm a person that is fairly interested in tornadoes, which is crazy. I know I never seen one personally, but I actually kind of want to see one personally. I actually want to go on one of those tornado hunting joints. I just, want to feel like when I want to risk my life and I feel like I don't care about dying, I do it. But I want to see a tornado in person, man. Like, I've always been interested in those joints since I was a kid. I used to watch all those little tornado hunting shows in the 90s and things like that. And there's this nice YouTube channel where they show compilation videos of up close and personal videos of people recording tornadoes. And when I saw the effect of how the tornado looked on here, that looked very realistic. So good job, EA Dice, on that, man. Like, that, the attention to detail on that tornado on this map was crazy. But I'll show a clip of that. Me flying around in the tornado looking stupid.
Let me go get a screenshot.
This is the thing,
they
right?
made Wonton
got mad. Wonton got mad.
Wait. How you know I got mad? I wasn't in voice chat. You didn't hear my voice. I was calm and collected the whole time. I was just cussing.
No, you wasn't. You started yelling at me at E-Rock for no reason. But what happened?
That's because you guys were being.
He went to a whole other chat and added me and E-Rock. Like, we did something. Like, we shoot. What happened?
Y'all doing what y'all always do. Y'all was egging it on.
All right. Another thing I liked about this game was I like the gun customization on the go, like on the fly. Like, you literally can change your weapon loadout while you're already deployed. I thought that was actually pretty good. Didn't have a problem with that. That was something pretty sweet. That was new, unique. I loved it. But I think that is all the good, unless I could think of something else, but right now I can't. But that's mostly, the 128 man map, the big war. That's the only thing you can play on the beta, but it's 128 players on the map, which is crazy. There was one game that did that back in the day, that did more. We know, Mag, we remember this, guys. But there was probably a fancy way they had to do it on that. This one, I think, is probably a little bit more technically harder to do, but that's actually pretty amazing. And then on top of that, making it crossplay is also great. That keeps the life of the game going. Even though console guys can turn off, if they want to play with us PC guys because they're afraid of us hacking. But I find that ironic because you guys got aim assist. I don't know about on Battlefield, but I know in other games, you guys got aim assist, man. You got an automatic hack that comes with the game. You can't can't complain if somebody wants to try to, match your cheats that you automatically get. You get a handicap, man. So calm down. But anyway, those are all the goods. Now the bads definitely outweigh the goods that I have about this game. Let's get into it. So if you guys know me, if you've been watching my channel since 2012 or whatever it was, when I started talking about my hate for Call of Duty and my issues with it and stuff like that, I always mentioned one big major thing, and that was the arcadiness of the game and how it felt. Things such as no one-shot headshot kills, but I'm used to that with Battlefield. It's been like that since Battlefield 3 at this point, so no headshot, one-shot kills is not bad. Even though sometimes, and there's me changing something on the fly right there, that's pretty cool. But even though when I was playing this game, there were some things that it seemed like I was one-shot headshotting some people. I'm not sure. I probably hit them with multiple bullets, but it felt like I tapped them in the head and killed them. I'm not sure. But recoil was a big one. And this game lacks recoil. And I saw that when they first dropped the first trailer, and I was telling people, I was like, yo, I don't know, the guns don't like they have a recoil at all. Now, there were people that was arguing with me. They were telling me, they were like, hey man, Tick, come on bro, like there was barely any recoil on Battlefield 3 and 4. Yeah, only if you use certain weapons. You remember those OP weapons like the AKs and all those guns, the FAMAS, those guns didn't really have recoil. But then they patched the recoil into, they made them harder to use. They were still the best meta gun in the game, but they did eventually try to make them worse for people, but they still ended up being better than other guns. But yeah, the guns on this game, they just shoot like lasers. Like I was gunning people down from like 100 yards with the assault rifle and a machine gun with the medic. Like it's not hard to control that recoil. The only gun I could say had a little bit of recoil that felt like the AK on Battlefield 4 was the Vector. Like and the AK was like the best gun. Like or Battlefield 3, I think it was. Battlefield 3, the AK was like the best gun. Like it had the least amount of recoil and the fastest spray pattern. Like that joint was stupid. So it's crazy saying that. Like, but every other gun, dog, like barely kicked whatsoever. And I remember making a video talking about Battlefield 4 back in the day when they did like this like open house testing of the game, and they invited a bunch of big name YouTubers. The majority of the ones they invited were Call of Duty YouTubers, and they had like maybe one or two Battlefield YouTubers. And I remember like saying like they did that because they're trying to figure out a way to make the game beat Call of Duty, because they were always losing to Call of Duty. So if you're going to ask Call of Duty heads for pointers, they're going to make the game play like Call of Duty. And my fear was that they were going to make Battlefield more Call of Duty-esque. But like I said, man, like they're focusing on making the game a little too fast-paced. All these little perks were not needed. They could have kept the same perks they had before. Only gameplay changes they should have done was what Call of Duty did. Call of Duty added all these little gameplay type things like aiming, leaning out from the side, sliding on the knees, things like that. That's all they had to do. Call of Duty took smart route. They did all that. That's all they really had to do. And I commend Call of Duty for that. But Battlefield, man, they're trying to make the game into Call of Duty, which I don't want it to be Call of Duty. And it's happened. It's pretty much here. This game feels like Call of Duty. I would say it feels like either Call of Duty or even Battlefield Hardline. Because Battlefield Hardlines really wasn't a bad game. People make it seem like it was a really bad game. It really wasn't. The problem I had with Battlefield Hardline was that it felt like it could have been, it was an expansion pack to 4. Like they could have literally just made an expansion pack or a DLC or something from Battlefield 4 instead of giving you a whole different game. And that was my main issue with the game. But other than that, it was a good game. I really didn't find that it had like crazy bugs or any like issues. Like it just shouldn't have been sold as a new title. That was my problem. And this game kind of feels like, 'cause I remember the recoil in that game was massively low. Like I remember spraying people that was driving through vehicles and stuff like that, and I did that on this game, like no problem. So recoil is way too low. There's no lane mechanics. Like, I don't know what happened to the lean mechanics. Like, I remember Battlefield 4, I think, had it. Like, you had to go close to a wall, like the edge of it, aim out, and then he would lean around the corner. It wasn't like you could press Q or E because you had to use those to spot people. But yeah, there's no lean button in this game. I tried it. I kept trying to see if I can lean out the corner. Could not. So for some reason, they got rid of that. That's, again, more Call of Duty type gameplay. At least Modern Warfare 2019, they added that whole mounting thing, which sucks. I hate mounting, but pulse. But yeah, man, like, yeah, they got rid of the lean feature. I don't understand. Suppression. There is no suppression in the game. That was supposed to make the game more realistic. People were shooting over my head all day on this game, and my screen didn't get blurry. My aim didn't get worse at all. Like, what happened to suppression? That was a big part of the game, holding back the players with the light machine guns and things like that, shooting at them to jar, make them, you know, to scare them, to make it where it's harder for them to see, harder for them to shoot. That was another tactical part of the game. It looks like that is gone. DICE, where is suppression? Do not make this Call of Duty, bro. This feels so much like Call of Duty now. I don't want this to be Call of Duty, bro. Like, I buy Call of Duty for Call of Duty. I don't buy Battlefield to play Call of Duty. I buy Battlefield to play Battlefield. I used to always say I'm going to buy Call of Duty whenever I want to play a fast-paced, that was hard to say for some reason, game where I could turn my mind off and I could just go around just spraying and praying everybody. And then I want to play Battlefield when I want to play a slower paced game and think a little bit more, man, and stuff like that. Like, but this game, it literally feels like, look how fast you ADS. Like, it feels like, look how fast I reload. It literally feels like Call of Duty. It is insane. That's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look, DICE. It's not at all. All right, another thing, characters. I hate the characters. There's 4 characters that you can choose from on the beta. Problem though is everybody can choose these characters. So there's none of the just random default characters running around on the field. So the problem lies with that is when you're an American team and you're going against a Russian team, you'll see those same exact characters on the American or Russian team. It's confusing, and it also kills the immersion, and it doesn't make sense. Also, I don't like their abilities. I don't like the little canine robot dog. Also don't like that you can put down turrets. Now I understand they're trying to make it more futuristic. Okay, that's cool, but again, that is very Call of Duty-esque. Like, I don't like it. Now here's what I was talking about with that headshot. Like, I think I popped somebody's head right here, and it almost seemed like I hit him with one bullet. Right here. I don't know if that was a one-shot headshot kill or if he was already hurt, but it felt like it was a one-shot kill. So I don't know. I haven't tested it. But yeah, man, I don't like these characters. I don't like the special characters. I don't like you being able to heal people with some type of gun from a distance. That stuff is very arcadey and corny. Again, very Call of Duty-esque. Like, that's not good. Hard to spot targets. I was trying to spot targets on this game with the Q button. Typically what would happen is instead of marking the target, it will literally just put out a waypoint to tell my troops to go that way. But this isn't squad or hell let loose. People aren't going to play like that. They're not going to listen to what you say. So it's kind of pointless that I even have that. So I would like to be able to just mark targets. It's extremely hard. I was trying to mark a sniper, couldn't, and that's a problem. Graphics. Now, while I said the effects and stuff look great, because they do, the graphics themselves, as in the textures and stuff like that, and the detail in the textures, I'm not impressed. It almost, and I might be tweaking a little bit. It may look better than Battlefield 4, to be honest with you. But it just doesn't impress me like a Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 does. Like, those games look ridiculously good. Now, with that being said, with the graphics not looking that impressive, and you can even say Battlefront. Battlefront looks amazing, Battlefront 2. But with the graphics not looking amazing, the game sure runs like it is. Like I was getting struggle frames with a 3080 in an i9 10th gen processor, dog, with 32 gigs of RAM. I'm sitting here at 80 FPS on ultra settings, 80 to 90 FPS, and sometimes it dipped down to 70. And that's a problem at 1440p. It's not 4K. Like, I wanted to record it at 4K, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be able to play at 4K and get anywhere over 60 FPS on this game. So I had to do 1440p. Yeah, so optimization. This game needs to get optimized dramatically. before it releases on the PC and all that stuff. Now, last but not least, and this is the one that everyone has been showing and talk about, the bugs. There are bugs galore in this game. And now, they're not as many on the PC version I've seen on the consoles, but there are crazy bugs in this game, as if you look at the helicopter shooting rockets, you don't even see the rockets coming from the cannons. They're just coming from like 3 feet under the helicopter somehow, especially when he drives forward. The elevators, man, those elevators over there, you can't you can't wait for the door to open. They don't open. You literally just fuse through the doors. So you don't have to wait for the door, just fuse through it. The elevator also won't squish you. You know, you just wait there until it comes down and you just fuse through that sucker like T1000. So that's also pretty crazy. And all the doors just seem to be bugged out and glitched. But I've seen some crazy stuff on the consoles. So yeah, this game maybe want to be, you know, delayed a little bit longer, and they can fix some of the bugs for both the consoles and PC. I mean, if they don't want to fix for the console, it's fine. I don't play on that anyway. I can care less about the peasantry, but you know, some of my friends do. So, you know, fix it over there for those guys, and all that good stuff. But it definitely needs to be optimized better for the PC version, because this joint plays like garbo. But anyway, man, I think the video's coming to end. The unfortunate scenario, or the unfortunate verdict of this game, is that it is not the Battlefield that I remember. It's very arcadey. They took a lot of the stuff out that made the game feel more grounded. And there's some guys that I game with, and they got off this beta because they weren't doing too well with the bugs, and they got on Battlefield 4. And he mentioned, he was like, yeah, you're right, Tick, like the Battlefield 4 felt way more grounded. It felt more grounded in reality. It felt way more realistic. He said, from the movements to the way the guns mechanics works and all that stuff, like it just felt more realistic and stuff like that. And you can't make this up, guys. I'm sorry. If you're a huge Battlefield fan and you're upset at what I'm saying, man, look, it's the truth. The truth hurts. I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm not trying to hate on Battlefield. I want Battlefield to do well, because I want to buy Battlefield along with Call of Duty Vanguard, because I'm buying that too, and Halo. Like, I want to buy all 3 of those games, man, and play them, you know, together. But this game, man, it's not looking good. I don't want to buy it if it feels like Call of Duty. I'm already buying that, you know. It literally felt like if Activision went to EA Dice and was like, hey, yo, can we borrow that Frostbite engine? And then they made a Call of Duty with the Frostbite engine. Voila, you got Battlefield 2042. That's literally Activision just took the code, the engine, and made their own Call of Duty and just changed the name to Battlefield 2042. That's what it feels like. But anyway, let me know how you feel in the comment section below when you tried the beta, if you did. If you agree with whatever I said, all that stuff and all that. Like, subscribe. You know, if you're new to the channel, check out my last Halo video, like I said in the beginning. But it's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, to Michael Jordan the Gaming. And I'm gonna be gone. Bye!